Silicon Valley bosses rocking Dockers and Vans. Wild great for the fans, call me Docker.
Hey, need some help?
So you're gonna have to win them over. Now, one of the things I love most about my career is how you guys integrated college this year. Talk about the twist on it.
With college, we took a little bit of a different approach in that we let you experience it via flashbacks after you've gone a little ways into the NBA and into the stories. It's kind of fun, and it's a little bit of a twist for us in that now it's not the thing that kicks things off, but it's sort of a look back on how you got to where you are.
One of my favorite things is going from the city into the arena. It seriously gave me the chills.
You know, the NBA is at the core of
And today, Greg, it's about the NBA. But tomorrow it's about spending Turkey Day with family and friends.
I think everyone realizes it's not something we can take for granted. Cherish those moments with your loved ones. They're likely to be your fondest memories.
So the next starting five. The guard set is Irving and Curry. T.J. Warren out there with Boss, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Now, here's Trent, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Boss. To the middle, picked off in midair. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Irving. Takes it from 10. Barnes can't get it to go. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to Philadelphia. Boss passes to Claxton. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
And he makes the first. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense. And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Irving passes to Boss. To the paint. Here's Warren. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Trent against Curry. Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by Boss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost him the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
And for the report, DA, looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
Yes, but in today's offensive league, that's a fantastic approach to have. Let's just see if they can walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Now, here's Siakam. 11-point game his last outing. Raptors moving the ball around. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Anunoby, no good. Nets leading by 7. The pass to Boss. Here's Claxton over Siakam, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Trent. Over Curry. Trent gets the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Here's Boss. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That's his first personal foul.
The Raptors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
At the line for Toronto, Gary Trent Jr. taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And the second free throw, good. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And again, no good by Toronto. Nets leading by 4. Warren the pass to Boss. Nails the baby hook. Boss has got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Van Vliet finds Anunoby. And here is Siakam. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Toronto shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Trent.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Trent outside. Clock at 6. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Barnes has got his second basket of the game. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
Second free throw, no good. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Anunoby, got a piece of it. Curry looking around. And the layup's good off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's Anunoby. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Fires it up. It's hauled in by Claxton.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And the basket by Curry.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Passes it to Anunoby. From outside, off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Claxton with the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Anunoby. Now, here's Trent. And the Raptors miss again. Trent against Curry. Here's Boss. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Here's Siakam. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And give Siakam the hoop and the arm on that one. And since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strength.
Some changes for Toronto. Achua comes in for Barnes, and Porter subbed in for OG Anunoby. And then for Brooklyn, Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for T.J. Warren, and Thomas subbed in for Seth Curry. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Now, here's Siakam. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And finished off by Siakam.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Harris kicks to Thomas. The pass to Boss. To the inside. Simmons off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 8-point game. Pass to Porter. Back to Trent. From deep. The rebound by the Nets. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Toronto's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Porter looking it over. Siakam finds Van Vliet, knocks down the three ball.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Harris, good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Raptors trail by 9. Outside Porter. Pass to Trent. Pass to Achua. He's looking for Siakam and finds him. Nets leading by 9. Here's Boss. He's off on that one. Good D by Siakam. After shooting the ball to the tune of 41% from the field so far. Trent outside. Over Thomas. Trent can't hit.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Boss. Covered by Achua. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the Raptors making a change here. Birch is checked in. And a change for the Nets. Sharp's checked in for Kyrie Irving. That one misses for Simmons.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable. And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 9 points.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Trent outside. Van Vliet against Simmons. Low block shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Ben Simmons. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Harris trying to get free. Tries again. That shot no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Porter against Simmons. For 3, Van Vliet. Brooklyn with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Boss. 9 points in the game so far. Offensive rebound. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now, here's Trent. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Tries it from 9 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so here's Toronto, following the bucket by the Nets. Porter, no luck.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
2 seconds left. That's tipped. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. Achua comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Trent. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. Siakam left side. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
he takes it out.
And there's the strength and determination Van Vliet's known for. He battles nonstop.
For Toronto, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
For Toronto.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. Then it's Porter. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Achua in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Porter passes to Anunoby. Shoots over Curry. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Boss passes to Claxton. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Trying to find Van Vliet and gets it to him. And here is Achua. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Trent's checked in for Anunoby. Sharp's checked in for the Nets. Boss passes to Harris. The kick out to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down low. And no good that time. Nice D from Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 16. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Harris, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Harris has got 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porter kicks to Trent. Into the lane. Power down with both hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Here is Porter. Over Harris. And that one's good by Porter. And Brooklyn has possession. They led by as many as 18 points. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Boss passes to Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
Ken Burgess checked in for Toronto. And Harris drops them both. Raptors trail by 16. Outside Porter. Irving against Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now, here's Birch. Guarded closely. And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Boss. Covered by Achua. Harris passes to Boss. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 17 points for Boss.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Off target with his 3. Nets leading by 15. Boss passes to Sharp. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Outside Porter. And here is Trent outside. That ball can't find the basket. His 6th miss in 9 shots. Good work defensively by Trent. Toronto's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. 34 seconds left here in the second. Drops in the tray.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Boss. And it's good. 2 points. Boss has got 19 points.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Boss. Boss has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. It's Curry outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Nets lead by 16. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boss has been sensational.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
Setting the floor for the Nets. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Boss is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Pass to Anunoby from outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Anunoby's got 5 points so far.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Here's Boss, covered by Barnes. Boss passes to Claxton. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And Vliet on the wing, covered by Irving. Here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward. He can shoot a little bit of everything.
Siakam hits them both. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a team